Hey there. I'm pretty sure making this video is a waste of time since it seems like the majority here don't really care about who's right or wrong. They'll just follow whoever gets more traction with their tweets, and I don't have the kind of friend group on this platform that Mcres does, so trying to explain anything feels pointless. But to my great surprise, I've seen a few people who didn't just jump at the chance to throw dirt my way at the first opportunity. Instead, they've actually shown that they're willing to listen to both sides of the story, as one should. Even if there are just a few of them, I'm happy to make this video for their sake, explaining why I don't consider myself solely to blame in this situation. Let's start with Mcres' narrative. Incident 1. Vernon and his mean friends from Cherry are picking on Mcres for no reason. Incident 2. Then, as a further taunt, Vernon sends an invitation to Mcres to join Cherry. Incident 3. Vernon sends a barrage of nasty messages to Mcres, which then got leaked publicly. This is a very one-sided and manipulative view that leaves out many important events in context. My main point in this video is that I have never, ever initiated any kind of shit against Mcres. Regarding the supposed harassment of Mcres out of the blue, here's some context. This person, who thanks to his talent has a somewhat considerable audience, has consistently and publicly insulted me and my team. Sometimes more aggressively, sometimes less. But the fact remains that this has been going on for at least half a year. I won't bother digging up all the old screenshots and scouring his messages on servers, especially since Mcres himself doesn't deny that he has always had a very negative opinion of me and never hesitated to express it publicly. Is his opinion the root cause of the whole situation? No, it's just context I felt was necessary to add. The real start of this whole situation was a dispute I had with Xander. We've had a strained relationship for a while. Out of nowhere, Mcres jumps into the argument with his input. By that point, Xander and I had already made up in private messages, so I was quite taken aback by Mcres' persistence with his animosity towards me. It's not just that he had been bad-mouthing me and my team, which by the way consists of close friends, for months, but this time he seemed to be personally looking for a conflict. Xander and I decided to troll him a bit by pretending that Mcres had said something that would usually get you cancelled on Twitter. He displayed some incredible wit and immediately started apologizing without even understanding what for. After he finally caught on to what was happening, he asked us to stop trolling him. Here's a crucial point. As soon as he asked us to stop, we did instantly, without any hesitation. Our goal wasn't to hurt him, rather, we responded with humor to Mcres' blatantly provocative behavior. Moreover, because I consider Mcres a talented creator, I invited him to join my team, Cherry. I believe there was no basis for a long-term conflict in this situation. Furthermore, if I recall correctly, the guys even apologized to him, but unfortunately, I can't verify that now since all the links I have are invalid. Then, things quieted down for a while until, surprise, surprise, Mcres started slinging mud at me again. At that moment, I wasn't in the best mental state and became quite angry, so I decided to ask him why he was so keen on insulting me. I suspected it had to do with that trolling incident when suddenly Mcres responds with his diagnosis. I was, to put it mildly, shocked and extremely upset because, firstly, Mcres didn't exactly hold back when speaking about me, knowing full well that I have similar issues, and secondly, he tried to paint me as a villain over what was an utterly harmless situation based on that. The whole thing takes a turn into the realm of the absurd. Mcres calls my invitation to Cherry, by the way. Here it is. As you can see, it was completely friendly and not at all an attempt to belittle him, the main reason why he harbors such dislike for me. Here's a crucial detail. I made a mistake. I fully acknowledge that, and I believe there is nothing more shameful than not admitting when you're wrong. In the absurdity of the situation, I lost my cool and began to write him extremely harsh words which, incidentally, were made public. Looking back, I'd like to apologize for this. I in no way believe it was the right action. However, I also ask for understanding that this was not a situation I sought out. I never provoked Mcres first. All our interactions stemmed from his provocations. What stopped me from simply ignoring his barbs and living peacefully? The same thing that stopped Mcres from not publicly insulting me for months. Speaking of Mcres, I find his hypocrisy quite remarkable. For instance, he acknowledges that I've also gone through traumatic events, but that doesn't give me the right to doubt others rudely, even though moments before, Mr. Mcres had similarly justified crudely tearing down creators for their work. Of course, the situations are kind of, on different levels, but even this trifle reveals his duplicity. In my view, I've erred significantly. Yes, speaking as I did was extremely wrong. I could have refrained from touching upon those matters. However, I don't regard my actions as criminal. I'm ready at any moment to put an end to this situation, exchange apologies with Mcres, and part ways like adults. But I've long noticed on Twitter a type of person who prefers eternal grudges and hatred over solving problems, and Mcres is one of them. I acknowledge my mistake, but I also want everyone else to recognize that constantly hurling insults at someone known for their difficult character is a story with a highly predictable ending. I did fuck up, but so did Mcres. End of a story. Bye.